These foothills of Guatemala, I tell you, they are ridiculous steep. We spent maybe 5 hours pushing probably 20% grade hills.
On the last episode, we said goodbye to Mexico and transited through the small country of Belize. When we entered Guatemala, not everything went as planned. We got held up at a roadblock and we got smashed by ridiculous amounts of rain.
We found ourselves some back roads through some farm country that hopefully is going to take us to the highland mountains of Guatemala. But for now we've got at least 80 kilometres on dirt roads through farmlands till we hit the next big town. Kind of run out of daylight last night and there's like no campsites in this part of Guatemala. It's all farmland and people's houses, and so we ended up having to camp at a cattle yard. Not exactly ideal. And trucks were going past all night. All the local dogs from the houses came past, and I got bags under my eyes. Not much sleep. So it looks like we've got some up and down roads, and then we get to a town where hopefully we can resupply before hitting the big mountains. Well, after a bit of a rest in a hotel last night, we have finally reached the climbs up to the mountains of Guatemala. And already it's hot, sweaty work. Whew. So the road has now turned to gravel, and there's no video that can really tell you quite how steep it is. It's kind of sitting at around 12-13%, which for a dirt road, and for me, that's about as steep as I can go cycling. It's just about the time where I've got to get off and push, but I don't know, maybe pride's getting in the way and keeping me cycling. But I'm not getting to the top by just standing here. Trying to get back cycling.
Bicycle touring is not always easy. There's some days when you find yourself pushing for hours on end, up endless hills. It's easy to just show all the really nice places and make everything look perfect and easy, but it's not always that way. There's a lot of hard work. Sometimes you just want to give up. Sometimes it's just way too hard. And at other times you look at the passing cars and you think, can I get a lift?
Absolutely exhausted. These foothills of Guatemala, I tell you, they are ridiculous steep. We spent maybe 5 hours pushing probably 20% grade hills. And we're just next to a little village, and just off in the distance there's a little house, and we went and asked if we can camp on their football field. So with only about half an hour of sunlight left, I've got really bad helmet hair. Ooh, look at that. Half an hour sunlight left. Going to cook up something to give us a bit of calories and put up the tent. And we're at like almost 1,000 metres in altitude, so it should be a little bit cool tonight. Looking forward to it.
Things didn't get too much easier the next morning. We still had an awful lot of pushing up some ridiculously steep hills. And you got to keep in mind, this is Guatemala's National Highway number 5. This is their national highway. We passed through a lot of really small villages, and some of the time the locals offered us a little helping hand, giving us a push up the hill.
Holy crap, that's just ridiculous steep. Mountains of Guatemala are ridiculous. Well, after some absolutely ridiculous roads, we're at one of the places here in Guatemala called Semuc Champey. It's supposed to be really nice. Let's go and find out.
I was told that you belong on the riverside, looking far from being strong, turning from the tide. I went down to see you there. Your eyes were dark and cold. I picked you up to go somewhere, a place that I'd been told. I will take you, I will make you fly. I will take you way up to the sky.
Like a stranding wave.
Semuc Champey was an amazing place. So many nice little swimming holes. And there are a few places where there are a lot of people, but there are also a lot of places where we could get away and have a little bit of privacy. But it was time to get back onto the bicycle.
It's pretty late yesterday when we got into this place called the Quetzel Biosphere Reserve, and a little bit of a push to get our bicycles down to our campsite. But we've got a nice little campsite, got our own little palapa or sort of undercover area, our own toilets, and right next to a nice little waterfall. And all of that, including the entry fee here, was something like about $10 for 2 people. And it's up in this cloud forest. And Quetzels are the like national bird of Guatemala. And then took a nice little walk. There's nice little walking trails here, so plenty of like nice plants, ferns, berries, seeds, and a nice little lookout over the cloud forest. Quite an amazing place really, in the middle of Guatemala. And there's no one else here. Got the whole place to ourselves. In a busy place like Guatemala, that's pretty cool. But after we finish this walk, we're going to take a little break in Antigua. And then we're going to go and climb some mountains. I can just see it. There it goes. Oh, there it goes. That was pretty cool. We just saw a couple of Quetzels.
Yes.
Very cool.
Shiny green color
Yeah.
and red.
And guess what? Right next to the busy highway.
Yeah.
You go into this reserve with everything, but right next to the busy highway,
In a crappy tree.
in a crappy tree, with trucks going past, you saw a Quetzel. Alright, let's go and climb some volcanoes.
Yes.
What happened?
I was just coming downhill that road, and there was a, how are they called here? Tumulus?
Tumulus, a speed bump.
A speed bump, and I didn't see it, and I was probably, I don't know how fast, like 40 or 50 kilometers an hour, and I was just like flying crazy over that speed bump. And well, nothing happened to me. Unfortunately, one of my panniers broke.
And you went airborne.
Well, I was flying a little bit.
You were like a motocross.
I'm kind of lucky that I didn't fall.
Always carry this when you're cycling. So this bag is not going to come off until we get a little bit further up the road, okay?
To Antigua.
Yes.
Did you fix it?
Duct tape. Duct tape fixes everything. So look at that, that's not going anywhere. And there's like less weight in there now, so
Okay.
more weight in this pannier. It'll be fine. Let's get moving. Ready?
Hope you liked that episode. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for the next episode when we go climbing volcanoes in Guatemala.
Holy shit! Holy crap! Look at that! Whoa! Oh